My suggestion is that you should do things that you are good at.
If your time do not spend on the things that you feel important, or something that you're extremely love to do it, or you're not spending time for the future, that time normally no use. You have a failure, you have mistakes, people don't like you, people don't team with you, all the stuffs. When you have a dream, you have to think the backside of the dream very clearly. Everybody ask yourself, what do you have, right? And what do you want? And very important, what will you give up? If you don't think about what will you give up, you will not have what you have. So, when I start my business, I know internet, 1995, 90s, nobody believed internet in China will happen. So if I want to sell my products, I know today as a salesman, I go out, 10 people. If I talk to 10 business people are always say no. Why people want to help you? People say, nobody help me. Why people should help you? Small business must have big dreams. And big companies should have small steps. Big company always think of big, you will fall down. Big companies should have small steps every week, every day, every year. I must reach this one. But small dreams, small companies should have big dreams. I now today serve 20 customers. How can I serve 200 customers in 2 years? How can I serve 2,000 customers? What are the ways that I can serve 2,000 customers? How can I make these 10 customers who are using my services that be happier, healthier, and continue to be? We try to make every customer of my company to be the advertisers or salespeople of our company. Because in this way, you have to make sure your product's good. But the government should build up the infrastructure of commerce. What is the infrastructure of commerce? Is it the mentorship? We should have a lot of business schools, not necessarily MBAs. I'm not a particular fan of the traditional MBA. The MBA, they make people sometimes very stupid. I would say today is so simple and easy. The only thing, spend the time on that. I think because you're an entrepreneur, you're smart enough. If you really sit down together for 3 hours, deep learning, it will change. A lot of people just don't like it. I think I don't. The world is so this world is so difficult to change as successful people. Successful people have millions of ways to tell you, I succeed yesterday. So you guys, forget. So let us learn from young people. Today, technology, internet technology are so simple, so easy. And most of the internet companies like us, we give them free technology, free services. Why not try free? Young people, because they try free, they succeed. So I would say, don't be scared. Don't be feared. Just to go ahead. If you don't use it, it's just like last century, you refuse to use electricity. It's going to be dangerous. And by the way, it only takes about first 3 years. You will be totally different.
My suggestion is that you should do things that you are good at, right? And not do things that, that's very interesting, I want to try something new. It's a bit dangerous more. When you're 50 to 60 years old, spending time training and developing young people, the next generation. When you're over 60 years old, better stay with your grandchildren. But this is normally general like that. Not everybody will like, but most of the people will like that. So 30 years old, we people, next 30 years are the luckiest period. We have a lot of challenges, a lot of things that are happening, and with our knowledge, with our physical power, it's time you need to change. You have to think if you want to be successful tomorrow, it's impossible. If you want to be successful a year later, it's impossible. But if you want to win 10 years later, you have a chance. That is what I think. And I never realized we have so many women in our company. I said, anything wrong? Today, we have a 49% of the employees of our company are women. That's a lot for a high-tech company. It's not on purpose we hire women. We think they are great in helping us to grow. Alibaba is an e-commerce company. E-commerce is a service industry. To serve people better, you should have a service heart. We find that women doing much better jobs than men. And the second is that last century, people compete because muscle. No, not this century is not muscle, it's the wisdom. And next is, I believe, if a person wants to be successful, you should have a high EQ. But if you don't want to lose quickly, you should have a high IQ. But if you want to be respected, you should have high LQ, the Q of love. So those three Qs put together, a lot of men, they have a high IQ but low EQ and a very tiny LQ. Women balance-wise, they're the best. If you want your company to be successful, if you want your company to operate with wisdom, with care, women is the best. In my company, we notice that women, they care others much more than men. Even on our site, today on shopping site, e-commerce, we find women buy a lot of things. But they buy for their husband, their parents, their kids. Men only buy for themselves mostly.